MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. It's been done before, but you can bet the other guys are hungry to end this thing right here and now to give themselves a couple of days off before the next series. This should be a good one.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Boston Red Sox.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Matt Shoemaker will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, the maker of shoes, Matt Shoemaker. Split finger's his best pitch. Good fastball, not a great one. 91 to 93 miles an hour. Split finger is the key for Matt Shoemaker. Has the straight changeup to go along with it. You'll know if he's on early. Lots of swings and misses on the splitter.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's focus our attention on Xander Bogaerts, shortstop, up the chute. One of the best in the business, one of the smoothest players in the game. We talk a lot about Robinson Cano and how he goes about his business at second base. The X-Man is no different at shortstop, and the bat plays too.
Stepping into the box, Diego Corona. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And we are underway from Fenway as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1.
First pitch. 7:07.
And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now 51 degrees at first pitch. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. And this will miss as well. So he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Hard hit ball to short. Bogaerts has it. And that's the first out.
Batting second, the center fielder.
Ready now, Archie Chan, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, no balls and a strike.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher. Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Just underway here at Fenway Park. Neither guy given in. Here's the next one. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
2-0 now. The 2-0. 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Weak grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the third baseman, Brock Holt.
Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
And he misses there. 1-2. Harvey has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Brock Holt now with a full count.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Three-two pitch is swung on and missed. Strike three.
Batting second, the shortstop.
Striding in, Xander Bogaerts. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
One and two to the Boston shortstop.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. And with 2 away now, we give you another glance at our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And here in this game 3 of the division series, the big question is, will we see a sweep? Digging in, John McGill. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Back-to-back punch-outs in the bottom of the first. This guy has got his stuff working today. This offense better wake up.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
This one's down to third, but the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole Monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. Standing in now, Rolando Miranda, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Hanging curveball taken, though, for a second strike. Miranda is a guy that thrives in these opposite-handed matchups. He's often considered one of the absolute best hitters in the game against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, because he's thinking big part of the field. He's not a dead pull guy. This is a guy that likes to use gap to gap. And when that's happening, you stay on anything fading away from you.
In the dirt here. In time as he just gets the tag down. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Striding into the box, number 3. And he's ready to take his first cuts.
Number 3.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Taken high and deep to right. Betts going back at the track. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And the Astros get something started right away. It's a leadoff double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Stepping in now, Nate Walker. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
Batting 6, the first baseman, number 30.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he takes ball 1. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. The 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Gary Cox waits on deck. No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with one gone. And he gets this fastball over. Back to 3-1 now. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Gary Cox.
Standing in, Gary Cox, and he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. First delivery to him on the way. Curveball right on the black, taken for a strike.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-1 home. Hit on the ground to short. Glove by Bogaerts. There's one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
He's set and the pitch. Ball one.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
The 1-0 finds the zone, strike one. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Cox leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Now a throw over to first, and he's back easily. The 2-1 home. He's waiting on the breaking ball there and sends it to deep right field. Betts is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Astros 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Leading off the inning, Rolando Miranda, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Left fielder, Rolando.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
The count now at 2-1. Popped him up. Corona moving to his left. 1 away.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Pablo Sandoval.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Now a curveball misses inside.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Swinging a soft liner, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 50.
Digging in, Betts. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2 out, nobody on.
Nope.
And he takes this one high. 1-1.
Look out, 1-1.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
And it's fouled away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Another full count pitch home. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. A payoff pitch one more time. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The next 3-2. Line toward center field. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning.
Batting 7.
Hey, sometimes you get lucky right there. Looked like a 3-2 pitch out of the zone. Could have got on base via the walk, but he wanted a knock instead.
Stepping into the box, Dominic Smith, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bat a check on first. Runners back. He's set. Here it comes. Fouled away. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now the 1-1 pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And things have really unraveled on him in a hurry. He gives up a 2-out single, then he throws a wild pitch to put him into scoring position. He basically just threw a double, and he didn't even earn it.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The set and the 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. 2 out here and a runner at second. Sliced hard down the left field line. And this is a fair ball as it makes its way out toward the monster. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's 1-1.
Well, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Roll. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Smith, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Ball taken there, 2-1 now. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And pitch number 33 in the inning will be the lucky one, as this is swung on and missed to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Plate now is the designated hitter, number 2, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. A 2-0 count to the Astros DH.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone to get himself back in this count.
Look out. All over the place now. 3-0.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
3-1 to him now. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full. Popped up. Smith has room in foul territory, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Astros, the catcher, Diego Corona.
So digging in now, Diego Corona, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes. Corona, just 18 years old. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Slider taken for a called strike. 2-1. Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out.
The center fielder, number 12, Archie.
Now at the plate, Archie Chan, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Coming to the plate now,
Leading
Castillo.
off
He'll
for
get us
the
going
Red
in the
Sox,
home half of inning
the
number
center
3.
fielder, number 38.
First delivery to him on the way. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he won't take any chances on that one, as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Runs up and gets this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
Now batting, third baseman, Brock Holt.
At the plate, Brock Holt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. A solo shot down the line in right. His first homer here in the series, and the Red Sox move in front. It's 2-1.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world, and when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it just like he did there.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now.
Xander.
As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Lee is in pursuit. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The batter, the second baseman, John.
At the plate, John McGill. He reached on a single in his first try. Now here's the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Now the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
2 strikes.
Two is a changeup that misses. 3-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line to the right side, and a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. We played 3 full. It's a 2-1 Boston advantage. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in, Michael Lee comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Michael Lee.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, and it's 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Lee stands 5'9" as you see him in the right-handed box. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone
now
here in the 4th. So
Number
with
3.
that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Next will be the cleanup hitter, number 3. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Nate Walker. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Next up for the Astros, number 30. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
first offering on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Walker is off at first with 2 away. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in standing. The 3-1 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this will get down and make its way to the monster for extra bases. Walker blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate. It's a 2-2 game. Wow, we really got to see some elite speed burning around base paths on that play. He came all the way around to score rather easily, and that top speed on show track makes me think we should start saying he's in scoring position when he's at first base. Into the box, Gary Cox, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. One and 0. Here it is. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. The 2-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Miranda has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. So here's the cleanup hitter, Rolando Miranda. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, but everything looked clean. He was on time. He looked powerful in the box.
Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
One pitch, one swing of the bat, and they've got a man in scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
And he misses 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1. And this one's in the dirt. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. No one out with a runner at second. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, number 50.
Digging in now, Betts. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
No balls and a strike to count.
You're on the mound in this situation. You only have 2 options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
First and second here with nobody out. And there's ball 1.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
And it's fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. On the Lansdowne and gone. A 3-run shot down the line in left. His first homer so far in the series. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Boy, talk about how an inning can get away from you, right? 3-run homer already in this inning. They've yet to give up an out, and this could turn out to be one of those really ugly innings.
Standing in now, Dominic Smith.
Dominic.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Here's the 0-1. And it's 1-1. The 1-1. Fouled straight back. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. 3 runs already home here. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
To short. Walker comes up with it. Go on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, number 38.
At the plate, Castillo. Here comes the first pitch. Big slow breaking ball that drops in for a strike to start him out. It's 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Now the 2-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. In there, a base hit.
The batter, the third baseman.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring up the versatile utility man, Brock Holt.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Into the box now, Tony Kemp. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Tony Kemp.
Now here it comes. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
0-1 count and the pitch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
Rounded softly down the line toward first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Well executed 2-seamer on the
Number
outside
2.
corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Striding forward now is the DH, number 2, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on that.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Swing and a ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Now another 1-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bases are empty, one man out. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Count remains full. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Ripped down the first base line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Diego Corona. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Stepping in now, Archie Chan, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Here's a look over to first, and the runner will get back standing. 2 out with the man at first. The 1-2 pitch. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Throw over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up. Here now the 2-2. Line softly toward the hole. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. One left for Houston, and the deficit remains 5-2. So the Red Sox lineup turns
Leading
over,
off
and to the
for the
plate,
Red Sox,
Brock Holt. He'll start
the third
things out
baseman.
in the home half of inning number 5. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike one.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Now at the plate, Xander Bogaerts. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. And here in just the 5th inning, this will be pitch number 100 here.
Boy, pitch count up near 100 right now, D-Row. And this is when you try to get to a good starting pitcher. Right now, looks like he's running on fumes.
Yeah, the manager's got to get a couple people up in the bullpen right now. One ball hits the gap. They get runners in scoring position. This game could be out of commission.
Cox comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, John McGill.
Stepping up now, John McGill. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
The 1-1 home is a breaking ball that gets him to chase for a strike. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Red Sox go down quietly, and it remains 5-2. Chris Jacobs takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 5, Chris Jacobs.
Leading off the inning, Michael Lee, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Michael Lee.
Here comes the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Castillo is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 1.
Now batting, number 3.
Settling in now, number 3. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. "5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Up top, it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
The 2-0 on the way. It is in there for strike 1. Now here's the pitch. 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And this will get all the way to the wall now. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Into the box now, Nate Walker, as he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, number 30.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Number 30, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. Weak grounder down the first baseline. But a foul ball here. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
The 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. 2 outs here with a runner at third. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. On to second, but he's in safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
The left fielder.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat and ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
In now, Gary Cox. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. No hits to this point. One and 0 pitch on the way. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. This is on the ground over to first. Smith has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Astros 3. Eddie Farmer enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 27, Eddie Farmer.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rolando Miranda. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
The left fielder, Rolando.
First delivery to him on the way. Line toward the gap in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Standing in now, Pablo Sandoval. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one.
You like the modern style of baseball? Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great 2-strike hitter, but this at bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Betts will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ball game to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. And that misses. 1-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Greg Stubbs is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 10, Greg Stubbs.
Leading off the inning, Tony Kemp, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. This is pulled into right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Stepping in now, number 2. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0 bends into the zone for a strike. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
I got to count 2-2.
The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Now the 3-2 pitch, and he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, man. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Diego Corona, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. He's safe at the plate. And we are all tied up now here in Game 3.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, D-Row. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions. And from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Into the box, Archie Chan. He swings and grounds it to short. One there, on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
No real chance from the roll two that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
Junichi Tazawa enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with one out in the inning. Michael Lee will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is low, ball one. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. In the dirt here, and a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And he'll reach second now with one away.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with two strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Chan at third. Lee is over at first with one away. And that misses. 2-1. Tazawa, a 32-year-old veteran. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Now the 2-1 pitch. Base hit into right center. 1 run scores. The runner from second crosses the plate. Now a 7-5 game.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, Dewar. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
In now, number 30. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
Ball 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
The 2-0 on the way. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
The 3-0 pitch is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Turned on down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
A great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
And that's low, ball 4.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Ready once again, Gary Cox, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
The 2-0. There's a swing and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His second home run of the series, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Yeah, And you've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with a power hitter at the plate. The best thing you could do in that situation is to try to keep him from making hard contact. Well, so much for that. He obviously made a mistake, and the big slugger made him pay.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Into the box now, Tony Kemp. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 8 runs already in this inning. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. He doesn't have a big fastball, but he was able to get that pitch by him.
And Matt, that's 100% a result of setting up with the off-speed pitches before it. If you're not a hard thrower, you could still have some success, but you have to learn how to mix speeds and set everything up. That was a nice job right there.
Next will be the designated hitter, number 2. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This ball will be chopped foul.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Holt gloves it. And it's in time at first. And hallelujah, the side is retired. But not before they claim the lead here as they bat around and hang an 8th spot on them. They'll get up and stretch here at Fenway. It's the Astros 11 and the Red Sox 5. Stepping in, Dominic Smith. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Standing in now, Yasmani Grandal. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Lee giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, number 38.
Coming to the plate now, Castillo. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball one. The 1-0. Misses, ball two. Smith leads off first with one away. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Takes this the other way to right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Brock Holt.
Here's Brock Holt now. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh, that's
A
out.
fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. A runner on first with 2 away. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3. The 3-1 taken, strike 2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 3-2 one more time is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 1 left for the Red Sox. They'll need better than that. Down 11-5. Chris Jacobson enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 0, Chris Jacobson.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Diego Corona, coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up.
Corona.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he starts him out with a splitter for a called strike. Jacobson, a right-hander standing 6'3". He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Stepping up to the plate, Archie Chan. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
A ball and no strikes. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Bases are empty, one man out. Count even now at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 1-2. Another one sent foul.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Another 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Hard hit toward the hole. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way
Now
right there.
batting,
Nice knock
right
to the
fielder.
opposite field. That's a
Right
switch
goal.
hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
In now, Michael Lee. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, the good news is this guy can
Now
really
batting.
dial it up and let
Number
it fly.
3.
The bad news is sometimes he overthrows it and has absolutely no idea where it's going. He's in a little bit of a trouble, so we'll see if he can work his way out of this.
So striding forward now, number 3. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. First pitch on its way.
Oh, that's low.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Here's the 1-0. 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Chan over at second. Lee at first. 1 gone. High and away, not close. 3-0. Nate Walker will be next. The 3-0. And he fouls this one off. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Now at the plate, Nate Walker. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2. Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. And a waste pitch there, 1-2. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. Now a long throw home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
So stepping in, number 30, and they're runners at the corners now. He's set, and the pitch. And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike 1. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he's back standing. Still only 1 out in the inning. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. Spin throw gets him at first. A great play, but a run will come in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple and putting the ball in play.
Striding in for Houston, Gary Cox. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. Three and 0 now. Here it comes, the 3-0. He is a heater in there for a strike.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Striding in once again, Tony Kemp. He's set. Here it comes. Hard on the ground towards short. Bogarts has it, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors, and 2 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Astros lead it 14-5. Striding in for Boston, Xander Bogarts. He flew out in his last at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1-0 the count. One and 1 the count now. The 1-1 is a fastball taken high for a ball. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance, and it bangs off the monster. And the Red Sox have something going. It's a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Into the box, John McGill, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 delivery. That's wide, 2-0. Three and 0 now.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
3-1 the count now. Bogaerts leads off second with nobody out. 3-2 now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Now at the plate, Rolando Miranda. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And it's 1-2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92. You can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Stepping in now, Pablo Sandoval, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Two out here and a runner at second. And good patience here from Sandoval. It's 2-0 now.
Can't let your guard down in the box. I don't care how great a hitter you are up there. You have to find a way to stay aggressive within the zone, knowing full well he's probably working around you.
2-1 now.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
The 2-1 pitch. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. Another full count offering on its way. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Red Sox leave one. They trail in this wild affair. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 2. He'll start things off in the top of the ninth as they look for a little insurance. First offering on its way. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Into the box now, Diego Corona, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Fouled away. Fastball well outside.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. One out, nobody on. The next 3-2. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with one out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Digging in and looking for more, Archie Chan. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
The right fielder, number 8.
Ready for another chance. Michael Lee. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
They are putting in some work at the plate in this one, Matt. Another great AB, another hit, another nail in the coffin. That's a startling 15 runs in this one, and they're still going.
Clay Buchholz comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Number 3 will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Nope.
Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. The count now at 2-2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Up next for the Astros, the shortstop, Nate Walker.
Now to the plate, Nate Walker. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one. From the stretch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 1-1 home. In the dirt, and now let's see. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. Astros lead this one 15-5. Into the box now, Betts. He'll lead it off with his guys needing a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a game 4.
Number 50.
Here's the first pitch.
At the ball.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. The 1-0.
Ball.
Downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
He's really struggled with his command in this game,
Dominic
no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Into the box, Dominic Smith. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
2 strikes.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Tough ruling, but it's out number 1.
The catcher, number 13.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1.
First pitch fastball runs a bit too high. It's ball 1. Betts, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Not close. It's 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Liner toward right center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Now batting, number 38.
Digging in to try it again, Castillo. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Now it's 2-0. Now the 2-0. Lifted in the air out to right. Lee is after it and start the celebration. The Astros are off to the ALCS.
Well, they know their work is nowhere close to being finished, but they've handled their business so far, winning here to punch their ticket to the ALCS and a possible trip to the World Series. Well done.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just need to come through when it matters most to be the hero, and he did just that.
For the left-hander Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Division Series.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 37,755. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.